Y'all know the term "he wasn't ready"? Yeah, that was about me right now. Hi guys, Aaron here. And I literally, like, it's funny, it's night and day. Like, I prep and hype up gaming streams, but then when it comes to this crap, I don't even have my stuff together. Like, I got nothing. I'm literally, like, I didn't even pull up the thing I was going to work on yet. So, it's a real night and day. It's okay, I'm not going through anything terribly personal. Or if I am, I completely have no idea. So we'll find out. Find out. It's either I'm revealing way too much information, or it's just another thing that I'm doing. I don't know. Ah, man. I really want to play Lego Star Wars right now, but the thing is like, this is a must. It's not a... I mean, it's kind of because I want to. The streaming's definitely because I want to. But, the project itself is a must. We will have streams of animation, I imagine, down the road where it will totally be absolutely something that I am entirely invested in doing because I like doing it. This is not one of those moments. Ooh, you know, give and take. It's a give and take. Whew. 15 subs. I'm pretty sure that's some, like, massive growth from last time. I didn't post anything on Muffin Man because, well, I mean, I don't have that channel to announce this one, and I don't have this channel to announce that one. You know, I mean, they are, truthfully, they are separate spheres. I don't mind mentioning them in streams, but, like, I don't know. Using one to promote the other regularly is kind of... I don't like the thought of that. Do not like the thought of that. So, forgive me, my friends. I have to clean up my desktop a little bit so we can get the ball rolling on this. Ooh, whoa, okay, that music coming in hot, man. I don't even need it that loud for me. There we go. That's pretty. Oh, man. Doesn't that just set the atmosphere? I'm just looking at my camera over here. I'm actually using my lower quality camera because I don't have enough ports to do all the fancy schmancy shit that I usually do for live streams. It's night and day. It's night and day. It's like I'm two different people. The really prepared guy for Muffin Man, and then the guy who has no freaking clue what he's doing. For Aaron H. I mean, I'm the same person, but I'm also two different people. Two places at once. But yeah, no, this is... Alright, we got the project loading up here, so we're almost there. I have nobody. I have nobody. I have no one. YouTube is my only friend. Oh wait, yeah, okay, that's right. I'm stupid. I thought the project was loading up, and I'm like, it's like, no, you still got work to do, dipshit. We aren't gonna do it for you. There we go. Okay. So I made some personal progress on this. I couldn't help not making personal progress on this from last time. But you remember how the hand was just like going... Yeah, no, we fixed that. So now the hand don't go anymore. Instead, we got the hand doing what it's supposed to do. Oh yeah, and he does this like little straddle thing. Because he's getting up. He's getting ready for that box, you know? He's getting ready to get on that box. You gonna pick it up? Oh yeah, I took out the get low where the whistle blow. So yeah, see he's like straddling now. It looks really good. I like this right until the hands lock. Just yeah, and then it gets all messed up. There's actually a really easy way to take care of that. So I think like right there. What is that? Frame 50. Ooh, no, I want right. Yeah, I want right at frame 50. So we're gonna take the positions here, and we're gonna lock them. I'm gonna grab them. Come on. Let me grab the hand. Yeah, right at frame 60. So if we take, because obviously this is a very different thing. Now what's going on here is actually a bit of weirdness, I will say. Let's see. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Undo. Undo. Oh. Oh, I know why. Cause yeah, that. There we go. We fixed it. We didn't realize we fixed it though. Okay. So like, yeah. I'm gonna copy you. I'm gonna try pasting you there. Come on. So the thing is like it's actually switching modes. And I'm trying to figure out what the best way is to like get it basically so that in the frame just before in like 57 these hands are exactly where they need to be. Boop boop. Really, I think it's just gonna take maybe a creasing of the elbow right here. Like that. Okay, wait, what do we crease the elbow to? We creased it to -7. So yeah, we're gonna go to -7 this time. Okay, if we hold a frame right there. Oh, come on. Okay, so it's not, like, the thing is we're actually switching in between modes here, so it, like, everything's gonna be kind of weird. Okay, let's just see what that change does. Okay, we're getting closer to where we want to be. Let's see. Okay, well, and his hand is gonna... That doesn't look unnatural. That's about good. Okay. So what do we got? We got Y at -13, I think is what we did. For 57. Yeah, Y at -13. So this is going to be Y at -13. 7 and -60. Got it. 7. -60. There we go. And then this was, okay, we made that the same. Feel a sneeze coming on. Give me a second. Oh gosh. That wasn't a sneeze, that was a blow. That's a joke there. There's a joke there. What it is, I couldn't tell you, but it's there. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I mean, like, the fact is his hands need to move more, but I knew that going in. So this guy, he's kind of, like, getting ready. He is not going to enjoy this task. Now he looks like he's sitting on a pot the way he slowly pulls up. I wonder... Yeah, this isn't really moving at its fullest speed. Because, like, usually it's like 24 frames a second, and it's not, yeah, it's not playing at 24 frames a second, which is okay. But he's actually moving a lot faster than it looks. But his hand is clipping. Yeah, like right there. So... Where... Okay, so this is the first keyframe with his hands. So maybe his hands just need to be... In order to avoid that... It's really because the leg. So maybe just what we need to do is when this leg comes out, like, yeah, just to frame 13 maybe. We just need to pull up the shoulder. Whoa, just a little more. And I mean, it's gonna land in the same spot anyway. No. Okay, we gotta be like at 7. We gotta go. That's the thing. We can't wait till frame 13 to key anything. We gotta. Our actions, they have to be hasty. Whoa, that's not the thing I was trying to select at all. Okay. Ooh, yeah, I didn't mean to do that hand rotation, but I kind of like that. There we go. So let's see. Okay, I mean, both of his hands actually start inside of his legs, too. So that's actually something we gotta fix, too. Not really wanting to press the Y there. There we go, that's the one I want. 79. Let's just make it an even 80, come on. No harm in making it an even 80. This dude's at 82. There we go. Even 80. Okay, and yeah, his hands don't intersect with the legs anymore. So fix that real damn quick. PDQ. Okay. Yeah. He's gearing up. He's getting ready to tackle that box. He's gonna be the champion of this lift here. Okay, so here we are. 58. Now things shift into sort of a different mode from 58 onward. So like at 58, yeah, he's getting ready. He's got to bend down. So he's going to probably take... let's go the full 70. He's probably going to take till frame 70 here. And he's going to go down. Ooh, there we go. Yep. He's getting ready. Muffin, where you been, man? Doing life for the past 24 hours? You know how it is. Life, it come, and it taketh away everything that you hold dear. Leaves you nothing but ashes. But no, I've been actually really good. Um, we're back at 99 subs on Muffin Man. It's okay. I'm working on the server now anyway. The Discord server. Just preempting. And I think we're going to do a stream tomorrow evening. So that'll be on Muffin Man. So we'll probably get back to 100 before the server's ever ready. So, way I see it, things are still trucking, but it's kind of sad. Slight sadness, but it'll get fixed. We've hit 100 twice. We can hit it another time. I don't care. We can hit it 100 times. Let's not hit it 100 times. Let's really hit it at 3, huh? That sounds good to me. Yeah, I finished work early. I'm not used to finishing work, and you not been on. Not used to finishing work and you not been on. Are you not used to me not being on when I'm only slightly confused. I'm not sure if you're not used to me not being on when you leave work, or you're not used to me being on when you leave work, or you're not used to leaving work early. Which I feel like that one kind of is an underlying truth regardless of the other two. But I don't know. Usually when I get home, you're live. You're right. Well, I had things I needed to do. I had grilled cheese sandwiches I had to eat. Life, man. It's life. Okay, I forget. What did I move and why? Okay, there we go. So our boy doing the dip squat. Oh no, he didn't do the dip squat because the dip squat didn't save. Come on. Okay, that's getting too low. Maybe like right there. Is a good. That's like a. The legs are a little bit too far out, I would say, but that's a pretty good squat otherwise. I don't know. Maybe we bring the legs closer in. Thing is if I bring the legs closer in, it's gonna take a lot of. And that foot sliding too. I don't like that. Man, I love grilled cheese. What you animating? It's just a little something something for an animation class I'm doing. Nothing too special. That's why I'm working with this weird model and all these gray cubes. But the thing is I want to go into doing more animation for this channel and just in general. I'm mostly a video editor by trade. Like live action video, but animation has always been of interest to me, and so this is me practicing the thing that I'm interested in. Okay, but that foot needs to not slide. I'm pretty sure the way we fix that is oh, okay, wait, is it sliding down? Is that what's going on? Okay, it's sliding down. That's the problem. Not at 0. Yeah, see, like that's a very different story. Okay, that was an easy fix. Yeah, we're just gonna be animating for a little bit until I'm done with animating, until I've decided that I've had my fill. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay. Those legs though, man, we gotta do something about that. Really, it's just where the foot lands. This is what we need to edit. I wanted... Whoa, that was a little too far. Maybe like right there. That 18 looks good to me. Okay, and then we go over to the other leg. And this foot lands right there. It lands at 24. No, it lands at negative 33. Ugh. Yeah, so let's do negative 18. A little too far. Negative 20. Okay, negative 25. That looks good. Yeah. Oh no, that's not good. His he is he's kind of off angle of the box, ain't he? But the thing is like from the front, it don't look bad. Yeah, now he's sliding all over the place, you can see. So, and that's mostly this foot here, I think. Oh yeah, that's because 58 has a keyframe. This needs to be 18 too. That's why. Yoink. Yeah, see, that looks more correct from that front view. This is such a weird rig to work with because I don't know. First off, the kid looks weird. Nothing new there. It's literally like just a preemptive animation rig. He's just trying to look interesting. He's dressed in this like Fox uniform suit. I'm not sure if he's dressed in it or if it's actually his skin. This implies right here that it's his skin, which is kind of whack. Let's see. Whoa, something about that didn't feel right. Maybe might be the way the leg's bending out. Yeah, it is. It's absolutely that. Okay. It's the way that knee's rotated, actually, is what it is. All right, we want to keep these at 100. I forgot. Probably don't want to use that for our rotation there. I think this thing has like a leg twist. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's better. Ish. Still not great. What else can we do here? I think just if we rotate the foot to kind of match, probably good. Foot brake needs to stay there. Yeah, that was it. That's what we needed. Yeah. I've found a new thing too that I want to play with on this channel. Probably after I do this project. It's a really cool little thing that like you can basically make like fluid stuff. You can make like all cool like particles and stuff. If you're familiar with like Apple Macs and at least the old ones that used to have like if you left it on for too long, it would have like the little cool animations where it was like the wisps going all around and doing stuff. Basically, this is a tool you can use to recreate that and create all kinds of cool stuff. So I want to play with that on a stream. Acid trips? I don't know. Probably. Never did acid, but it sounds about right. And I want to play with that software on a stream and see if I can get a music video out of it or something I'd be comfortable with using, like for an overlay for one of my soundtracks. The music players that had visuals, yes, that too. That's actually that was a step up of that thing because they used to just do it for like idle animations, and I do remember what you're talking about. Yes. Where they're music players, you could basically have like the dancing flickers. That's actually what I'm going for with that. I want to see if I want to play with it on a stream and see if we can get one of my songs to like work with it and get a really cool music video out of it, which I'll post on the channel, on this channel. I don't know if that's gonna be in near or distant future. It's not hard to get a hold of that software. What's hard to get a hold of is my time. It's not hard to get a hold of that software. So, and I'm honestly really curious about it right now. So, that's something to look forward to if it sounds interesting. I remember them. Gotta hear some of your tracks. SoundCloud is in the link in the description. Go off at your leisure, my friend. Only reason I'm not on Spotify is because Spotify requires me to have like a contracted producer, or I have to be my own producer, and both of those are a hassle. It's a hassle to contract a producer because depending on who you go with, a lot of times they're like, "Hey, you're a musician for us. Do you have any more music? You should really make more music." Because, you know, that's how they make their money, right? So they want you to just keep making tracks and keep making tracks. And I make tracks when I feel inspired. I don't make them when a producer tells me to make them, or not produce. It's like a distributor. I forget what it's called. Anyway, point is, you need somebody to coordinate. You need a middleman between you and Spotify to do that. Or you can be your own middleman, and that's a hassle for an entirely different reason. Because you're dealing with Spotify and in contracts and I don't want to mess with that. I've looked into it. It's not worth my time right now. Maybe in the future if I become more like published. Okay. So my lad actually kind of 69. No, but he's actually, the squad is at 70. So maybe at like 60. Maybe at 70 we want to have sort of this. Here, I'm going to grab your hand. Okay, we want to have kind of this extension here. Yeah, what is that? -1. We'll do -1. Let's call this one 45. -1 and 45, that works for me. -1, 45, 60. Right, I'll be right back. I'm checking out your SoundCloud. All good, man. You should listen to Pandemic if you're still around. If you can still hear me, listen to Pandemic. It's one of my more favorite pieces on the SoundCloud. Passerbys, Overworld, Battle Muffins, also all good tracks, Tidal Waves. Just some recommendations if you can still hear me. If you can't hear me, whatever. It doesn't matter anyway. But yeah. I mean, I'm like proud of all of them to an extent, but I'm not. There are ones I'm more proud of than others. 45. Boop. Okay, here we go. Passerbys would actually be a really good one, but I already had the music video for that. Ooh, right, we can't do anything at 75 quite yet. Forgot. We're gonna just shake out that edit. Because our boy really need to bend his back. Okay, we're gonna take that, cut it. And then like right at 65, I think he's gonna start bending again. There we go. Let's see. How much bend can we give him now? Ooh, that might be a little too much, but we'll mark it anyway. Yeah, that's not a little too much. That's actually about right where we want it. And his head. Okay, well actually right there to right here I should have, whoop, you don't want to stretch the neck. Have it just a little more down right there, and then at the head we need, so I think it was like at 32. We want to kind of keep it on its current trajectory for 32. And then with the neck we chose something else. So 58. There we go. Ooh, 50. I saw it though. It's all good. There we go. So I think right now, let's see what this looks like at the moment. Obviously it's not complete, but I just want to see. Yeah, he's getting ready. Dude, he's like, he's freaking ready. Right, because the IKFK stuff, and we've been moving things around, so we gotta get this further pulled back and in. 12 and -3. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, 12 and -3. Got it. Wait, is this where 12 and -3 was? You got 7 and -23. Oh, that's 12 and -3. It's right there. Okay, 12 and -3. Here we are. Well, -3. There we go. This dude, okay, so he actually has, something's wrong in this controller here. Okay, we kind of don't need that, do we? Oh, yeah. Okay, and then, of course, the back muscles are kind of extending. Okay, and then now, this is actually where it's going to be really interesting, because we have to, basically, we got to take this back rotation that we did, and we got to kind of undo it while also keeping it. You'll see what I mean in a second. It's weird. So we got to do that. Do we want to do it that early, though? Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is what his back's doing right there is correct. We just want to maybe, we'll do 75. That's what we'll do, and we'll make it 55. Let's do 55. And then we want his back rotation here to actually, like, because this is not a good and proper lift. This is not a low safe lift. There we go. That would be a low safe lift, or more of a low safe lift anyway. And there's just like this also, there's this rotation in the back here, in the butt, that needs to be addressed. See? Yeah, like that. So negative 35 for that. But actually beforehand it needs to be, because now it looks stupid. It needs to be back at like 0 here. No, actually, what is 95 set at for this upper back here? Oh, it's set at 0? Okay, yeah, we could set this at 0. We don't need the delete there. Yeah, we can delete that. Alright. I think this stream's actually set at normal latency instead of low latency, which I need to fix. Okay. So, and I think at 80, probably be a good time to get those hands finally on the box. Okay, he's got his hand in the box now. If only there was a way to like get his elbow to bend out of the way of this thing. Yeah. Wish I could like pin his elbow right there. Just kind of move the hand around. I gotta see if I can. Let's see. That might actually be. And I mean, actually, the answer might actually be just pulling this back till it works. Because he can probably grab pretty far down on this box and be okay. Just gotta be careful about that sort of clip in there. Yeah, and I think that would be good, and we can actually rotate his wrist. So, as a critique, I really like Mr. Butterfly. But on a level, me on a level, but that is, Battle Muffins was a bit hectic for me. Pandemic was like the pandemic. Kind of drawn out, but when it hit, mad respect for you. Real talent. Keep up at it. Just as a critique, I really like Mr. Butterfly, and also Semicolon met me on a level. That's probably the bipolar in me. Battle Muffins was a bit hectic for me. Pandemic was pandemic. Battle Muffins is one of those ones that, at least in my friend group, like everybody loves. And maybe this is just like the artist in me knowing how I made it, but like, I don't know. I listen to it and I'm like, it's okay. I will always kind of like it though because of the name. Oh, and Pandemic, that feeling long and drawn out, yeah. There's also a nice little detail I left in there too, which is actually that the theme, it stays consistent, right? Obviously drawn out. But the thing is like it's always multiplying. Semicolon stands for bipolar disorder. Funny fact about that name. The semicolon was actually, it was a typo when I had it in my GarageBand file, because I was making it for a class, and I was making it with a bunch of other people, and it was a typo, and I was like, what should we name this track? Because I accidentally just named it Semicolon, and people were like, just keep it. And I was like, really? And they're like, yeah, just keep it. And I was like, okay. So, and it just ended up staying the name of the track, and I always thought it was kind of a funny name because, like, you can't pronounce it. I mean, you can call it semicolon. Like, that's how I can speak it. But, I mean, as far as, like, it's a symbol. It's not even like a name in the sense. Yeah. And then it fell off again. Yeah. So, because when I wrote that, I actually wrote it at the start. I wrote that piece at the start of the pandemic, and my original thought for that piece was I was going to actually have a bunch of, like, newscast dialogue popping in and out, and I think if I did a trailer for that, that's probably still how I would do it. That's probably how I do it, with, like, actually, like, news dialogue over it, because to me, it's like a score. Right, and that's part of the reason that it gets away with being slow, is because it's almost like a soundtrack for something. You almost expect, like, there's another visual layer to it. So I think that's why it kind of gets away with that. And then, of course, for the reasons that you and I are both highlighting, like, thematically it makes sense for being drawn out. But because it's drawn out. That was somewhat of the point. It was supposed to embody the coronavirus. So, it did its job really well there. Okay, what is... Oh, right, I was rotating this arm. But Semicolon's a good track. Semicolon's one of those ones that I always felt kind of weird about releasing, at least with the album that I released it with, because Stop Inspiring is like this whole EDM thing. Like, if you've noticed, like, I do have them in albums, most of them. Pandemic's a solo piece. But I always felt weird about releasing it with the track I did, because the rest are like EDM in some sort of way. And that one is just very chill. And I like it for that reason, that it's such a big variation from the others. But it also always just felt kind of weird to me to release it with that set. I don't know. I also tried to bake as much meaning into the release of the tracks as I could. So there's that. News platform would be a good track. Yeah. The problem is I actually went online to find coronavirus news stuff when I was going to release that track originally. And I couldn't, like, go figure. The news doesn't keep records of what they say on YouTube so that they can renege on everything that they say later on. I'm sure with how long the coronavirus has been drawn out now, I probably could find some news clips of people talking about coronavirus. But, like, literally when I was, like, looking at, like, NBC and just anything, I was looking for anything. I didn't care what the network was. I just wanted coronavirus blurbs, and I could not find them. This was, like, right at the start of the pandemic. So, and I couldn't find anything that was usable, and it kind of pissed me off. I'm sure if I went back now, I probably could. But that would have been, and I mean, that entire track, I remember, like, the marketing for it, I had it all planned out, okay? Because that track took me 9 days to make. I figured it'd probably take me an extra 5 days to make the video, and I was like, perfect, we can have it so that this track was made in 14 days, which is how long it takes for someone to get over the coronavirus. It was like, it could be like a whole marketing thing. And in 5 days, I couldn't find a single news clip that I wanted to use. So now it's been like 2 years, and that thing still hasn't been released on YouTube, mostly because I was never happy with not being able to find a news track. At this point, it really doesn't matter that much to me, though I do think it would sound good if you had those news blurbs over it, because I can just hear, and, like, you put, like, almost like a sort of telephone effect over the top of the audio, just a little bit of a, like, a telephone effect, so that way it sounds like it's coming from, like, almost like an old tube TV. It sounds eerier. How did his wrist end up like that? There we go. Just a little bit of a tube TV effect. Okay, So we can then actually copy this. Go over here, we can paste that. Yeah, see, his hand bends out a weird way, but that's actually because there's certain parts of this that aren't supposed to be copied. I think the rotate X is supposed to be, yep, like that. Rotate and translate X are supposed to be, maybe it's just the rotate X. Yeah, and then the Z, it might be the X and the Z. Ooh, okay, that looks something. Okay, now he's got his hand in the box. How do we fix this? Let's see. It's not gonna be the Z translation. It might be this. No. Actually, his hand is all correct. It might just be... It might actually be this. This might need to be... No. I was right. I was right in that not being right. Okay, it's probably just a different number. It's probably what it is on the X. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe like that. And then if we just push that in, obviously we're gonna have to pull the thumbs and stuff out, but I think, yeah, there we go. Okay, we want to save that. Okay. How does this all look so far? That's the question. It's going a little slower than it's supposed to, but that's okay. Yep. And he has this sort of preempt, which is good. There's a couple of weird things I noticed. Let's see if I can spot them all. Okay, it was that one hand doing a weird thing. And then, of course, we have this, like, snap here. We can probably... We can finagle that. That's not going to be terribly hard to finagle later on. Okay, it's something weird going on in here that isn't in the other ones. Gotta say, Blink kind of has me at a kind of Journey soundtrack. Travel with different challenges along the way. Yeah, I really like that track. Dude, I'm glad that you really like Semicolon. Semicolon's really good. Semicolon, yeah. Semicolon has always been a weird track for me, not so much because of how it sounds, but just because of what the other stuff I released it with. But I've never doubted that track for a second. It sounds really good. The unfortunate thing is I remember it having a really good drum beat, and then somewhere along the way that drum track got deleted, so I had to reinstall an entirely new drum track. And the thing is like the drum track on it doesn't sound bad at all, but I just remember the first one I loved so much that I'm attached to the memory of something that I don't even fully remember. So it's weird. It's like it will never be the same as it used to be, but I also can't guarantee that how it used to be was any better. I'm just nostalgic about the old drum track. Another interesting one to listen to is Early Morning Cannons, because that's my first full orchestral composition. No, we'll go right out and say it. Too much drums. Um, but I was young and drums were cool. The rest of it though is like I think perfectly fine. I feel like the limitations are more in the sound of the software than they are with how I wrote the music, because I wrote the music, I showed it to my orchestra teacher at the time. He was like, "Yeah, compositionally this makes sense." I didn't write anything for the drums when I showed it to him though. I added the drums kind of at the end because I was like, it needs more of a punch, and then I gave it way too much punch. Now it needs less of a punch, and I haven't touched it since. I haven't touched the drums since. But I mean, like the rest of it is pretty compositionally sound. It's hectic. But if you know a little bit about music theory, and if you also know the premise that I have behind it, it's like, yeah, that works. It's cool. It's the only full orchestral composition I've released. I have others, I just haven't released the others because they're not done. I would love to have remembered what the first track sounded like. Again, I'm nostalgic for it, but I don't even remember what it sounded like, man. Oh, that's why. We got this dumb, stupid... Get that out of here. No, it's something else. Is it the rotation of the... It's not that. It's gotta be this. It's gotta be whatever this thing's doing. Yeah, it's gotta be that. There we go. And we'll fix the snap later. Okay, so that's getting rid of most of the U. Is it on my cloud? It should be. Early morning cannons. It's got like a sunrise to it on the picture of the track that I painted in a digital painter. Not MS Paint. It's not that bad. But I don't know. It looks better from a distance than it does up close. That track? Maybe? What's that track? I don't know. Motherfucker. Thought I fixed you. Did my fix not stick? My fix probably didn't stick, did it? I forgot to save my damn... Boop. Nope, don't need that. Does that look correct? Ish. Oh, never mind. Okay, I did fix you. It was just... Oh, the hand does a weird rotation thing. That... Okay, I see. How are we getting to... Okay, how are we getting like a... Okay. It's this right here, isn't it? Yeah, it's that. Okay, so at this, the Y is at +7. Needs to be at, let's +7 it again. Okay, I think I see the problem here. Here, let's shake it out again. This needs to be at a positive something. Okay. Okay, I think I figured it out now. Control C. Well, actually, no, I don't want to Control C. That's going to cause a bunch of problems if I Control C. Okay. I'm going to paste that back. Uh-huh. So now I think we turn this to positive. Yep. And it's the Y we gotta turn to positive here, I think. Oh, and then maybe like the Z too. I don't know. No, not the Z. Or that was the X. There we go. See? That should be correct. Yeah. Overworked? Overworked? That should be Overworld, not Overworked. Overworked sounds like a very different track. Phoenix. You're making me pull up my SoundCloud. How dare you make me pull up my SoundCloud, man? You got a new follower. Tap to see your latest fan. SoundCloud just came to me. Oh yeah, I definitely have it on here because Early Morning Cannons is the last thing I played on here. So it's there. It's that one. It's the one that I'm showing you. It's that one. It's got a pirate ship and a sunset and words. Yeah, it's on there. Yeah, I spelt it. Overworld is called Overworld because it sounds almost like a game Overworld track, like a 16-bit game Overworld track. I really like Overworld because I like to listen to it on walks, and then it gets like a little pop in my step when I'm walking. Because like I walk to it. Hey, it's your cloud. I can't see it. I mean, I don't think SoundCloud has an option for public versus private stuff. Like, I don't have any private tracks on SoundCloud. SoundCloud's a bunch of stupid, though, sometimes, when it comes to the way organization happens. Especially if you're doing it on your phone. If you're doing it on your phone, you can't find a damn thing. If you're looking at your laptop, you can actually start to find stuff. And I don't like that about SoundCloud. Like, you have to dig for certain tracks. I've had to dig for my own tracks on SoundCloud. I have a profile. I should be able to just access my profile and find everything I've uploaded there, but nope. Not on the phone version. SoundCloud, fix your app. Okay, so this is going to actually be... So that needs to stay the same. That needs to stay the same. And then now we get to do the fun stuff. Boop boop. Constrain to parent. Do indeed. And then this box to this hand. Whoa. Come on. There we go. Okay, constrain. No. Dang it. Why is this a thing? Wait, what the hell? Why is there a camera? Mr. Camera, what are you doing? We don't need you. Okay, there we go. So, now... Okay, blend parent 0. Okay. So blend parent is 0 at this. And at 81, it's on. Okay. Now... No, we want it at 0 again. There we go. Whoa. Stop it. Ooh, it's rather pirate-ish. Excited to say, the old film sounds like Charlie Chaplin would sound. Just silent film. Ooh. You know, that's actually not a bad... That's not a bad comparison. So I didn't realize this until after I made it, but like the first half of the like first main theme that pops in is almost completely ripping off of Pirates of the Caribbean. Thank you, Hans Zimmer. But then it of course goes in its own direction the rest of the way. It's just that dot 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 dot, right? Because my version goes dot 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 dot, and Pirates of the Caribbean is dot 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 dot. So they completely separate. They're not, but it starts out the same with both of them, which is, it's whatever. It happens in music all the time, on accident, on purpose. People copy other musicians copy musicians because certain sounds are what they're looking for. So, I'm not ashamed of it. It's just something that happened, really by accident, and. Oh, yeah, I haven't. Forgot to put this hand, give this hand a 70 marker. I think I only gave it an 80 marker. Yeah, exactly. I mean... It was a bit Zimmer infused. It's funny because it was unintentionally Zimmer infused, but that just shows you how much I like Hans Zimmer. I just accidentally incorporate his themes into my music. But yeah. Oh, it's because the stupid blend parent is on 1. It should be at 0 right here, right from the get-go. And then it can be 1 right here. Should be 0 here too. Nothing wrong with that. He is the GOAT. Yeah. Man. It's actually kind of funny because I think not only is it Hans Zimmer infused by accident, I'm pretty sure at the time I didn't know Hans Zimmer's name. I knew I liked his music. I had a lot of his music on my phone, but I wasn't at the point where I was remembering composers' names. I'd be lucky to remember a band name. So I think I had too many drums. It sounded really balanced. I mean, I think it was balanced well. I will say it was mixed okay. I would still argue too many drums, but maybe that's just me looking back. I don't know. The thing about being an artist is that you could change your work a million times and never be perfect. You'd always see some new flaw that you want to fix. That's why I've kind of left it alone. I was like, I released it on SoundCloud. I mean, the next step for that song though really is to talk to an orchestra and see if they'd play it for me, because I've started writing the sheet music out for it. I never finished writing the sheet music out for it, but like that's also because I switched computers around the time I started writing the sheet music, and then the sheet music got lost. But that's really the next evolution in that track's life cycle, is like, okay, now do it with a real orchestra, which I think would actually probably be really fun for like an advanced high school orchestra, because that part in the middle that you said sounds like Charlie Chaplin. I know you mentioned Charlie Chaplin for a lot of it, but like the part in the middle where it's like the and it just like it like all of that would probably be really fun, because it's supposed to be like two characters fighting. So you have the A theme and you have the B theme, and they get introduced separately, and then they go into battle. They battle each other, and so that's what's going on in that third section. There is that the two themes are actually like battling each other, and you can hear the fight going on. Meanwhile, the violas and I think the cellos are just in the background going. And they're like the waves, and they're keeping it, they're kind of keeping this crazy fight between the bass and the violins grounded in like something, and it's a rocky something. It could go either way, but it's something, and they're keeping it grounded. And you have that piano that just comes in to be. I consider the piano the actual canon, because literally the sheet music for the piano is like you just pound the keys. You try to make it sound as chaotic as possible on the piano, because it's just supposed to be the cannon fire. It's like a cannon flies by. And the first time it happens to you can actually hear the two themes go in pizzicato. Like, we're just going to ignore that. It was a fun piece to write. It was a really fun piece to write. I could talk about that piece for a while. It's a fun one for me. I just wish it sounded better. That's the truth. As a photographer, I've never took nor edited one photo I was happy with. Yeah. Did seem like a fun orchestra track film. It'd be good to see like two battle. Yeah. I would love to, because high school orchestras, certain high school orchestras can get really creative, and I think it would be a really fun piece to send to a high school orchestra. It'd probably make the second violins freak the fuck out though, because in the A theme there's just a lot of 16th notes, and they're not just it's like flying everywhere in the 16th notes area. It's like and I gave it to the second violins. In hindsight, at least the way high school orchestras are structured, it's probably better that the first violins do that, because the first violins tend to be better with fast stuff. But it's not the main theme, which is why they didn't get it. And it goes to second violins, and the second violins probably look at that and be like, oh God. Epic sea battle montage. It would be fun for that. It would be really fun for that. Yeah, it's a fun track. It's a fun track. I love the idea of like second violin sweating nervously. Like everybody gets the sheet music and they're like, this is pretty easy. And the second violins are like, fuck. Hilary Hahn on the violin. Give me a second. I gotta look that. Give me a second. Hillary Hillary Hahn is not a name that I'm particularly familiar with. I figured when you mentioned her that she was going to be Two Cellos. Yeah, I've heard Two Cellos. I know Two Cellos. It's been a while since I've heard them, but I know of them. Hillary Hahn is a new one for me. I'm familiar with Lindsey Sterling. I haven't heard Hillary Hahn. She looks good at playing the violin. Not that she isn't attractive, but that wasn't immediately what I was referring to. She looks much older than I am, though, so that's like, no. But, yeah, no, it's... I know Two Cellos. I'm familiar with quite a few orchestra stuff. I think next to Hans Zimmer is Thomas Bergeson for me, if you're familiar with Thomas Bergeson. Part of Two Steps from Hell, along with Nick Phoenix. I usually prefer Bergeson's music over Phoenix, though. Phoenix doesn't have a bad sound, it's just like the sound he does have is not a sound that I'm that partial to. She's better than good, man. She's the best. I don't know. She's a professional violinist, though. She'd probably look at my thing and be like, child's play. She's built different. Oh, man. That's what the swimmers told me. That I was built different. Okay. Let's see. He's going to lift it up. Let's see. It's going to take 25 frames from, like, frame 81. So that's a full, like, right here. It's probably going to take him a second, yeah? Because it's kind of a big box. So I'll give him 110 to lift that box all the way back up. Okay. So, yeah. He's going to slowly lift that box up. And this box here, yeah, it's keeping its, okay. Now I can move the box, and it's going to go straight up. Oh, right, we got to move the hand to move the box. Yeah, see, that's, whoop. Here we go. Pretty sure you could call this an album cover. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Give me a second here. How's Ginger Neutron getting on? He's getting along all right. Give me a second. No, that's what I want. Layer, create later from selected, play blast. There we go. This is going to be an album cover at some point, so I'm just going to snip this. I don't know what the next album I plan on doing is, but this is going to be it. There we go. I'm keeping that. That is iconic. Whatever the next album I make is, that is the cover. That is the cover. Underscore next album cover. Looks like McNasty right now. I don't know when I'm going to make another album, but that's going to be it. There we go. It's just too damn good. Oh my gosh. It's too perfect. Okay. I need to actually view these things out, so. Okay. Okay, at 6, this should be pretty good. Should be there. His body's gonna come in though. So like this rotation, probably gonna get to like -2. Yeah, that's about right. And this right here, we're looking at probably 0. Yeah. That's 0. That's good. That's fire. There we go. Oh, and his head rotation's actually still pretty good. Just the way that looks like a dance move, my friend. Does that not look like a dance move? That he looked like he popping. Ooh. Wait a minute, we gotta. He's living in a box, living in a cardboard box. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at that. You can't really tell because the back doesn't look too well, but that is some serious booty action. I'm making him dance to the music. Dude, I love that. It's sick though. That. Oh my gosh. It's nice when things go the way that you want them to. I mean, his hands need to slide, but I never lift with my neck. Yeah. The way that it just looks so smooth, though. Dude, he's got some sass to him lifting that thing up. He's got some sass. That shit's borderline sexual. Like, the way he approaches it is very methodical. And he just... That shit's funny, though. Oh my gosh. It's just the way that he goes into it. It's just that He's like caressing the box. It just looks fucking hilarious. It just looks hilarious. He looks... This guy's getting done deep for that lift, bro. Yeah, no, he is. It's supposed to be a heavy box, but I mean, like, he's just... Dude. I mean, that's part of what makes it just look... It looks like he's doing some sort of provocative move, especially from the side. From the front, you don't really see it. From the side, it's just like... Oh my gosh. He's got like a lot of sass in him. Sassy the way he's moving. It's really what it is. It's the combination of the arms reaching out and the back bending in when he does it. It's like doing like a bird pose. And I think the best way to fix the sass, though I don't want to, but I have a feeling I'll get points off my grade if I don't fix the sass is the way that like the back comes in right there. Like this needs to be cut and put maybe like right there. Or actually no, it needs to come in sooner, doesn't it? It's the problem, it doesn't come in. That's weird. Oh, it's because the rest of the back is doing its thing. Okay. I don't know. Here, let's actually put it back at 80. I just want to see. Let's see if we can see what happens if we. Whoa! I didn't mean to copy. I meant to cut. Yeah, this is gonna make it look like he's actually. Yeah, that looks a little more natural. At least from that angle, it does. Leave the sass. It's worth it. We will have the sass in our memory. Plus, it's not like I can't come back and edit this file after I finish the project. So if I needed sassy Stewart, that's right, his name's Stewart. If I needed sassy Stewart to come back for an appearance, it's not hard. All we got to do is just shift that 80 to a 75. And Sass Stewart comes back in all of his glory, man. See, that looks like he's like bending his back. It's still a little sassy, but it's like he's got purpose for it. He's not just preemptively doing it like trying to do some sexual worm thing. Okay, I want to figure out how I can get his hands closer on that box without having to mess with the constraints, because that's, like, if that box is really that heavy, he's not going to hold it out like this. I wonder if it's just bringing his arms closer. And maybe I might do like a thing where I quickly remove and attach the constraint. I was here for the sass. I was here. Only the fruity boys remember the sass. Okay, maybe, yeah, maybe at 110 it needs to just be, I'm thinking bring it into his body a little more. Yeah. So he's got, okay, does that, does it clip through something? Does it clip through his leg? Oh, it clips through his leg. Damn it. Here, we gotta find, let's just, that's the most egregious spot right there at 98. So if we just push it out like that, and I don't think it'll clip through his leg. Yeah, for the rest of it. Does it look dumb? That's the question. Well, any dumber than the rest of us does. Yeah, it looks a little weird how he stops there, but I think at full speed this isn't gonna, no one's gonna notice. Oh, and actually there is a way for me to remove that in the freaking dope sheet, duh. Not dope sheet, the other one. Lifting closer to his legs if it's heavy, pulling closer. Yeah. Thing is before this video, before the stream, I meant to actually record myself lifting up a box as reference material for me. Cool thing is I have another week on this project, I think. So I should be fine. But I want to try to at least get most of his correct animations in and then do just a little bit of tweaking next week. Right, I was going to fix that. Okay. Trying to remember where to go. Windows. Graph editor. Lift with the legs before the arms. I hear you. I'm not saying I won't do that. I'm just saying fuck off. No, I'm kidding. I'm trying to figure something else out real quick. So what is it? We need the box movement. Is actually what we need. Well, no, we actually have the right movement. See, it's just, yeah, it's probably this thing right here. So that's the shit looking all weird. I want to see, can we straighten that? Yeah, there we go. That looks better-ish. So let's see if that should have fixed it. Yeah, see, that fixed it. All right, here we go. Legs, then arms. I mean, he's lifting with the legs first. The legs are the thing that comes up, and his hands actually kind of glide for a second before the box moves. Which is probably not how they should work. His hands probably shouldn't glide. Yeah, it's the result of his legs moving before his arms, actually, is why they're gliding. Because he's already lifting up at this pose. Like, he's legs, back. It's mostly correct. There might be something else I can do with the back. Like, he's getting down with the legs. Then he gets his back in the right position. Sets his arms. But he starts lifting too soon is, I think, the problem. So we actually need... What we need is to copy this. He needs to paste it at 75. So he's not lifting too soon. There we go. See, that's better. That looks just a little bit better. And he's pulling it closer to his body, which is good. Okay, and then he's gonna, like, I'm thinking he's actually gonna... So he's gonna... Whoa, that's not what I wanted. So this is gonna be kind of cool. Watch this. He's gonna lower the box just a tiny bit at 113. And then at... Whoa. At 1... Okay, so what? He was at 113. Then at 117, we'll say. His hand's going to be up here. His face has got to get that way the hell back. Actually, his hand should be probably out here now, too. Just to compensate for that. Okay. So... He's throwing the box up is what's going on. He's going to throw the box up, and right there, I think at right at 115, I'm going to set that. The box is going to go right here. It's going to go from 1 to frame 16, 0. But it's actually going to go up just a tiny bit higher. Oh, and that actually, this thing needs to go from 1 to 0 at frames 15 to 16, don't it? Just want you to say what you're doing to a humble Englishman. Wait a minute. I just want you to say what you're doing to a humble Englishman is like witchcraft. It is like... It is crazy to watch you program something like this. I still struggle to picture to send picture messages. I mean, this isn't... Okay, I don't want to say it isn't hard, because everybody has different ways of processing information and learning things. But to be honest, for me anyway, it didn't take me too long to pick this up. I went from knowing nothing to figuring this out in a matter of a couple of months. And I mean, I'm still struggling, but like intuition kicks in when I don't understand something, and I just start taking Fermi estimates until shit starts working again. I don't want to say it's easy per se, but like when you're committed to something, when you kind of push yourself to it, you know, which you when you're doing what you love, it becomes a thing that's pretty easy to manage. Okay, and then this right here, this boy needs to lose that. He doesn't control you anymore. He can't hurt you anymore. Hand. What did I just do? Why am I all the way out here? All right. No, it is. You set your mind to something and hard shit can become easy. It's just the amount of dedication you have to what you're learning, you know? It's not hard to learn things when you really want to know them. If you don't really care to know this stuff, then it's probably miles ahead of you because you got not enough interest to look at into it. But if you really set your mind to something and you're dedicated and you're like, I want to learn how to do this, like hard shit becomes easy because you're motivated. Hey, give me Photoshop and a DSLR, and I'm Stephen Hawking, though, but this is truly impressive. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where to go next with my animation career, because it's probably not gonna be in Maya, because Maya costs money, so I'm probably gonna have to move to Blender. But then also, I'm curious about the fun one. What is it? Source Filmmaker. You know, TF2. And all that stuff. You get the TF2 animations. I'm not a big fan of like TF2 character animation stuff. Like I like watching it. I don't think I'd like animating it. But the thing is, the Source Filmmaker has so many people with like models in there that I could probably find a model that would be interesting to play with and start doing Source Filmmaker shit. Cause why not? And then that stuff is fun because you can like twist it and bend it in all weird ways, and it's so silly. I like the Source Filmmaker stuff, so. I like what people were able to do with Source Filmmaker anyway. Okay, now the box can ascend. Okay, and so this box is gonna kind of go a little ways up. I think frame 119 is probably a good place to stop it. And there, we'll throw it like right there. It might be inside of his face, but we can fix the face later. The amount of times this kid has had his face inside of a box is just ridiculous. And actually, I kind of want to see if I can. Let's go back to 16. I wonder if I can take. Whoa. If I can take this wrist and constrain it to this wrist. Whoop. I did it wrong. So this wrist. Constrain it. Whoop. I did it wrong again. This wrist. And constrain it to this wrist. Thank God. Okay. Now, let's see. If I have two blend parents on something. Yeah. I mean, yeah, probably will. The thing is like Blender and Source Filmmaker mod are two very different things. So like both could end up suiting me simultaneously. So I got no problem with trying both. Honestly, I like Maya. I don't mind. I wouldn't mind keeping Maya. The thing is that Blender is free. Maya costs money. I don't got money to invest in this program. So I'm already investing in Adobe Suite, and that costs a decent chunk of stuff. So Blender's free. I like free. Because Maya's not a bad software. I don't want to diss Maya at all. I like it. Okay, we're not going to constrain. We're just going to deal. We're going to cope. Okay, so his hands should actually be... So, like, at 117, this kid should be kind of dropping it down. Where are we on our beautiful x-axis? Or actually y-axis, we're at negative 29. Actually, let's make it negative 30 here. Negative 30. Okay, and this one needs to be at negative 30. If it's for free, it's for me. Exactly. See, you can learn animation too. You could learn it along with me. We could learn it together in Blender. Because you could have it, and I could have it. If you're into that shit. Okay. And then... Wait, what did I do? Okay. Okay. Got it. So, and then the hands, I think at like 117. Yeah, okay. And then 119, they're here to catch it now. So they're going to go back to like negative 27. Negative 28. No, negative 25. That's good. Once the Discord server is up, I'm sure more people will probably come to these secondary streams because more people will know about them. His face is funny, but we're not doing that right now. Okay, and then this cube is going to probably land right in his hands the next frame, I would say. Whoa, that's a hand that I'm animating. Yeah. So, like, here's the thing. He's throwing it up. And actually, the cube is going to have... It's going to stop at frame 20. And then it's just going to barely kind of move. Well, actually, I don't need to animate it at that point. I could get triggered by an animation. Never knew I could get triggered by an animation picking up a box. How did you get triggered by an animation picking up a box, dude? What about this is triggering? Is it because his face is in a box? Dude, I can't. I don't know what's triggering. I don't know a damn thing. I think that is definitely funny. Oh yeah, that's right. I need the blend parent to be back on. Okay. Okay, so actually 21 is 0, and I do need to animate this, and then blend parent's back on. That's not actually what I want to happen, though. Because I want... I wonder if there's a way... Can I, like, re-blend parent it? This is probably getting into, like, some shit, some breaking shit here. Okay. We gotta save. We gotta save. We haven't been saving. There we go. I've lost too many animations to save. It's holding it all wrong, especially if it's a heavy box. You telling me I hold boxes all wrong? Dude, I don't know. I probably could use the reference of me picking up a box. But right now, he's just screaming into it. Crawling in my skin. These wounds, they will not heal. Fear is how I fall. If you can take a guess, that isn't my real singing voice. What? I would have never known. Yeah, now, see, look. There we go. Save. Okay, see, this is the problem with constraints, is that the constraint is now tied to that part of the hand, so I can't. I wonder if there's a way to, like, turn that constraint off. Don't, man. My son is called Chester after Chester Bennington. Rip. I don't know what the don't is 2. He's 2 now and he screams like Chester. Oh, you talking about that? You're talking about the voice. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Okay, I may have actually over animated here now, which doesn't tend to be a real thing, but like I can't apparently get the constraint to like remap so that he can catch the box, which is stupid because that's totally how I would lift this box given, you know, physics. And the fact that apparently he can't reach under it, because if I made him reach under it, he'd have to, like, bend. He'd have to literally, like, crane that shit. Like, just the claw. He'd have to do that. With his whole body. So. Really, most of this looks correct except for the, well, even the fact that he, like, bends his back and then straightens it out beforehand. That's what I do when I go for a deadlift, I, like, bend down in a really bad fashion, and then before I actually do the lift, I straighten my back out so that it's appropriate. Because you want a straight back when you lift. See? So this part is actually correct. This is correct to how I do it. Oh, really, you should just go in with a straight back, but, like, I always bend my back before I lift the object, and then I straighten it out. So, he's taking after me in that regard. See, I want to be able to throw the box. It would be an impressive thing. Chester from Lincoln Park, who killed himself a few years back. His small ginger body, too. Lou. Oh, man. Lol. Okay. I think, yeah, we're going to have to abandon everything that we're doing right here. We're going to have to probably throw this all out, unfortunately. Delete. 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 Yeah, everything before 110. Just because I don't know how to animate the throwing of the box yet. I'm too dumb. I'm too dumb. And lift with your legs. No bend in the back. The back isn't bending. That is straight. It is literally a straight back. I can prove it mathematically. You want me to prove it mathematically? It doesn't take me long. Here. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. So, right here, where he's lifting the box. Okay, what do you think this is? Look at this. Look at this. X is 55, but that's not the Y. This is Y. Oh, wait, that's translate. So your Y rotation is that. X is 55. Wait a minute. Are you wanting this? Are you wanting that? Because that shit not right. So X is 55 to compensate for this shit right here, which is negative 33. This shit's 0. Like, the upper half of his back is literally 0. It's not doing shit. This is at 55 to compensate for the negative 33. If I put it at 33, you got that. So that's not right. If I make it more, see, like, I guess you could, like, get that. If that's what you're thinking, 68? Actually, wait, it'd be 66 mathematically. I mean, that, I suppose, is slightly more straight. This is what I was thinking of when I thought of mathematically. I knew that this rotation was 0. This had to be negative 33 to get his butt out, because if his butt wasn't out, you would literally, you'd have that. And there's no way in hell I want him to lift like that. So, yeah, his butt needs to be out a little bit. Needs to be at negative 33 here. I suppose 66 is probably the logical extension instead of what I had it at originally, which I think was like 50. So, like, if you wanted it at 66, we can take care of that there. That's the closest thing I can think of to straight. But, like, there we go. Like, that's as straight as you're going to get, because the butt has to be at an angle there. This is straight. So this just needed to be adjusted a little bit. Like, that's the most I can give you. That's the most, because this is straight. This is at 0. And his butt needs to be out. That's the best I can do. Twerk it, baby, twerk it, baby, twerk it, baby, twerk it. Making me think of, Fruity Pinocchio with the twerk, though. Father, when can I go out on my own? If you aren't familiar with Fruity Pinocchio, thank the Lord above. I get the whole world to see. Yeah, I mean, that looks better. Well, I'm glad I could appease you, because apparently my math was ever so slightly off. Ever so slightly off. Play the full thing. Oh, you're talking about like from beginning to end? He's still doing a weird thing with his arms, but like I'm not going to fix that right away. So, and this isn't even the full speed it would actually play at. So, let me play blast this for a second. So I'm going to make a video real quick, and I'll show you what the full speed is. Because it's not playing at full speed right now. That's not full speed either. That's actually slower. Because it's processing information. Okay, here we are. Here's your full speed. That's so. There is some weirdness going on with the leg still, I think, but if I can get that waddle perfect, it'd be cool. So, what do we got? So at 10, he's got to like kind of start turning around, yeah? Well, and actually maybe at like 105 even. I feel like he would grab the box a lot further away from him. I feel like he would grab the box a lot further away from him, like hugging the box, but that's just me. If I do it like hugging the box, then that squat gets super low. That, or, you know, I bring him close up and he can hug the box, and it can be like the claw, which is what I was talking about earlier. The claw. Praise the claw. So I'm thinking right here. This is actually when he's going to take his first step back. If it's a heavy box, he isn't holding it that close. Well, you see, if it was a heavy box, he'd probably want to hold it from the bottom, but given that the constraints don't work like that, I have to apparently improvise. That was the whole, like, trying to throw it up thing, and it didn't work. Okay. And his leg's phasing through the box at this point. But at this point, we're not worried about that. We're worried about... We'll solve phasing issues in a second. Wait a minute. Would you lift your foot up as you're lifting a box up? Is that... That might actually get you to fall on your ass if you do that. Ah, shit. Okay, I gotta... Damn, the constraint. Yeah, I know, right? The constrat 6. Damn, the constrat 6. Here, give me a second. I'm practicing with this chair. Okay. So let's say I'm our boy Fruity Pinocchio. I'm a little boxed in here because I got a wall right there. But we're going to just kind of see if I grab this chair and I pick it up and I try to... Whoa, yep, that's a bad idea. We don't pick up stuff and move at the same time. We pick one lane and we stick to it. Okay, that was good practice. Good hustle, everyone. Good hustle. So we're gonna take this foot thing that we made here, and we'll keep it and just give him like a second's rest to lift the foot up. Feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. It's shoulder width and then some. I mean, honestly, we probably could animate the feet to get closer together as the box goes up. But that's more work. I'm just trying to get him over to that damn table right now. We'll think about that at a different time. That's a future Aaron's issue to deal with, because we'll have to deal with it at some point anyway. Lift with your back, not with your arms. Oh my gosh. Okay, so everything's gonna rotate now. I'm trying to think. It's got to rotate maybe like 45 degrees along the Y. 45 plus 36. It's going to be 11, 41, 81. 81. Yeah. So we're moving everything 45 degrees now. Well, actually, that can stay like that, and it goes 81. We'll put 81 right there. I thought you was a scientist. Is it not 81? Is I wrong? Cute that you think I'm a scientist, though. That's actually genuinely hilarious. I'm a pool man. I am a swimmer. All my friends are like biologists and shit. They'd know. Okay, his foot's gonna be back here. His knee's been at a weird angle, but we'll fix that in a second. There we go. That's probably about where the knee would be. So yeah, he's actually engaging that foot. Well, actually, that's weird. Whoa. Oh, we apparently... Oh, okay. That's why. Because this foot needs to be there at 110 too. So there we go. That looks better. And his whole body is going to slowly rotate with that too. So like once he lifts that foot up, he's already got like his balance is shifting this direction. He's probably going to move his body up just a little bit. He's going to move it just a little bit to the right so that he can put his balance on that foot. And then as he goes over here, he's going to shift all of his weight to that leg and bend it so that it's not, yeah, like that right there. And also his hips need to turn too. So we need that Y rotation to be at what, -45, I think. Yeah. Maybe not a full -45, maybe like what, -24. Yeah, that's probably good. And then the other foot will come around and clean that up. And the wrist, of course, needs some rotation, some more rotation. So I think that'd be what, 95? Okay, 95 might have been a little too much, a little too ambitious. Now he's wearing the box as a shirt, and yeah. I don't know, that might actually work. That right there might actually work. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Well, except for the fact that he's lowering the box, which he doesn't probably want to do. Okay, so what is the height of the box right now? Is Y 2.4.3? No, apparently it's staying at the same Y. Oh, no, the wrist is staying at the same Y level. Box is actually moving downward. Is it moving? Wait a minute. Is it moving downward? No, it's not. Okay, it just feels like it's moving downward from that angle. That's why we gotta watch these things. And also that probably needs to be a little more centered with his gravity at this point. So he's actually gonna push it that way. Well, actually, wait, we don't want it to be right there. Cut that shit. This is where we want that paste. There we go. Yeah, because the box is heavy enough that he wants to position it off the center of gravity just a little bit. And also when he's moving here, we want to move it that way. So that way, ooh, the box is moving down, was up. Okay. So now his foot's gonna, this other foot's gonna have to rotate 14 plus whatever. 14 plus 45, 9, 59. You have to rotate to 59. Oh, actually, ends up being negative 34. Negative 34? Negative 31. There we go. And the nut and the leg twist needs to just correspond accurately. So it doesn't look weird, which that's probably pretty good. Oh, and right, he's actually lifting this foot up. Oh yeah, no, that's a problem. And then this thing right here should actually just be, so we're gonna just put that back at 0. Put this shit over there. And then we'll actually cut this and paste it at like 130. And then we'll go back to 120. And we will take this thing that we made, copy it again, paste it at 120. And then we'll bring the foot halfway through the rotation that we were originally doing. So it'd be like negative 10. There we go. And the knee will also, the leg twist will correspond accordingly. There we go. Can you make him moonwalk? Jeez. You want moonwalking? Okay. Give me a second. Whoa. What was that? Okay, wait a minute. Let me look at this foot. Okay. Oh. Copy. Actually cut. Not. Cut. Paste. Copy. Paste. There we go. There we go. Can you make it? Also, his feet are slowly becoming shoulder width apart, if you haven't noticed. Like, this foot's still leading out, but that's because he's continuing to turn and kind of pivot with this leg. So, the old snapped ankle too. Actually, did I do his hips for that movement? I don't think he did. Yeah, I didn't. So this right here is actually going to lean over this way again. And bend down just a tiny bit. And once again, the box is going to move further this direction to kind of counterbalance. And it's going to be a lot closer to him too, because holy shit, should be a lot closer to him. Also, this should probably be a lot closer to him. There we go. That's fixed. So, and then, yeah, see, his hips aren't moving again, so we need that. And he's going to be more balanced again. Yeah, and he's actually kind of right there. That looks good. And this right here. No, I'm pulling on the wrong one. Apparently I'm not pulling on the wrong one. It just decides to defy me. What do you want with me? There we go. Okay. Also, wow, his he needs to be forward more. Holy shit. He's gonna fall over. Kid's gonna fall over if he's not forward more. There we go. Oh, that's that was an accident. Cut that. Paste it there. It goes for the arms too. There we go. Okay, where's... Does that look bad? No. That still looks pretty center. Okay. So it was actually just at 30. It needed to be better. Okay. Okay, and he's gonna... Well, actually, before I start moving anything, need to keyframe 130. Because he's actually gonna start moving again. Being very careful with his steps. You had to do all this for college work? Yeah, this is just one class. Welcome. I mean, but I'm a senior. This is like the last college thing I'll ever have to do, at least before grad school. And the foot should be like right there. Oh, no. Get back over here, foot. Like that. We'll give that one the good old, we'll give that one the permission. Yeah, see this, wait, I thought I set a keyframe at 30. Did I not set a, jeez. Okay, there we go. Okay, and at this point, once again, he's going to be sort of off his shit. Need to rebalance here. Dude probably should be a bit down, just a tiny bit more. And the box, he's gonna probably pull back this way for counterbalance measures. His neck and head haven't rotated yet. I'm pretty sure by the end of this, his head's gonna be like 360 around his body. Apparently the foot, no, the foot needs to, I need just a little more roll. Humorously enough, it's actually not enough. There we go. That looks good. That looks better anyway. It looks more in line with the knee. To be clear, his back and stuff would like rotate more in two and stuff. I just haven't gotten into the rotations. I'm purely working with translation right now. Like, there's a lot of little subtle movements that the body does when it does this shit. Okay. So at 37, we got that. Now at 45, we land in the foot. It's gonna go there. Probably like that right there. Looks hyperextended, but that's just because we haven't moved the waist yet. Because the waist would move back along with that as well. Yeah. I think everything would kind of go this way. And also this would go way back. Unless your work is stupid like me and you got 70-hour weeks just for the fun of it. There are parts of my work that I enjoy. There are parts of my work that I don't. This kind of takes a middle ground. See, and like his body, his whole body would be like rotating the other direction right there. Also, oh, I guess I didn't fix that. Yeah, like right there. Okay, I didn't save those positions when I made them. Oh, whoa, okay, now we need that, like, right there, and then maybe this just pulled a little ways back. Sometimes angles are weird, and it's hard to see kind of what is and isn't center. There we go. That's looking pretty solid. Okay, let's see. Is there anything I shouldn't be ignoring at this juncture? Yeah, I mean, he's moving back slowly, but it's... And I think he's about to make a massive rotation there. All right. I think we're going to move this last leg into position. We're going to call it a night. So, where's the leg land? The leg lands at 145. So we need to set that. And then 151. That's what we'll do. We'll get this last leg position. Because it's getting late for me. This last leg position in there. 151. And once again, the hips and the waist and all that shit will move. Be kind of moving that way, actually. Mostly this way. And actually probably a little up a little more so it doesn't look freaking ridiculous. There we go. That's that. And then okay. Something tells me whatever. Actually, I have a good idea. Oh, don't want to move it at 151. Want to move it at like 157. It's been a pleasure watching your work. Truly impressive. Thank you. I mean, I'm still pretty silly, but like I got this serious side to me about trying to get this kind of work done, and I think it's both relaxing and refreshing and kind of cool. Part of the reason I wanted to stream it is because I think animation's a really cool process. And I figured it would be a cool thing to share with people. Both those on Muffin Man, but like also the people who just like animation, right? Cross-pollinate if I can, but for the most part, like I'm just trying to sort of create content that I know I would be interested in and enjoy, and this is one of those things I was just kind of like, yeah, no, I'd watch this. You know, I wouldn't watch this on a gaming channel, but I'd watch this. So there we go. All of that at 157. Now let's go back to 151, and I want to actually delete a couple of keyframes. I want to delete that, or no, not Q selected. I want to delete selected. And I want to, where is it? Leg twist. I want to delete selected there. So that way, oh, those keys stayed anyway. Interesting. Well, I guess we're gonna have to come up with our own in between then. Oh, it unkeyed everything for all of them. Damn it. That's why it stayed like that. Undo select, undo current time, undo select, undo current time. Do channel box command, undo channel box command. There we go. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. If you're streaming it, I ain't at work, so hopefully I'll join early, but we'll see. Yeah, and because it's been crazy to watch. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, I was in a box. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know when I'll stream tomorrow. It actually kind of depends on when my one friend wants to. I think he wants to do it around 5 p.m. Central Time. So run your conversions. But that is definitely a lot earlier than I usually stream. We might start at 5. We might start at 6. I mean, we might start at 8. But I'm going to try to aim for like 5 or 6. I'd rather do it there and then. But we'll see. We'll see. It both is and isn't up to me. There's a lot of factors that go into streaming. So nut. Okay, right. I wonder if there's a way. Gotta think here. Okay, well it's gonna be like right there-ish. Here, what's this at? It's at -63. It's at -31. So between 31 and 63 would be, I think like 46? 47? Works for me. Okay, and then leg twist, we'll just eyeball it. Probably about there. Okay, and it looks kind of weird, but that's only because he's off balance. So if we put him back on balance, peace out. All right. I'll see you, man. Enjoy your evening. I'm pretty much wrapping up here myself. Gotta push this out just a little more. There we go. I don't think I saved this. I did not. Oh, because I haven't been doing rotations on that. Well, we'll fix that later. I think this is a decent stopping point. Let's just see what our work looks like. All right. Yeah, it's not terrible. Because we haven't gotten in some of the other keyframes that we need to get in yet, but that's okay. All right. Well. Oop. That wasn't what I wanted. Thank y'all for watching. If you guys enjoy this, continue to let me know. Right now, this is homework for me, but it's actually going to be something that I will probably continue to do well after it's homework. So, any interest you show in this kind of stuff, you keep letting me know. And that'll be cool. It'll be good. We'll continue to do stuff like this. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Next time we stream this, there will be a lot more work done on this guy. He'll look probably a little more complete, but we were just kind of fleshing out some things. So, thank you all for watching. Catch you on the flip.